Hello. Am I early? I think I'm fine. So, yeah, originally I was only supposed to talk on aspects of Rahu and Ketu, but as we are going through this difficult transit of Venus, I thought about adding it also. So it can be a long session. Please comment if I am audible, visible, 1%. So yeah, so first of all, I just wanted to talk about this Venus transit which is going on, and it is going to be a very long and difficult transit because right now Venus is debilitated in Virgo, then it will go in Libra, which is its own sign, but it will go retrograde there, and it will remain there till December 31st. On 1st January 2019, it will turn into Scorpio, which is again a typical sign for Venus. So we can say that from now onwards to January, Venus is going through a troublesome time, and that we can see in our life also. As I'm daily interacting with people, and they are having a relationship issues, they are having a relationship conflicts going on. So and so then that's why I thought that it is better to talk about this thing, Venus debilitation and Venus retrogression. So it is difficult time, and relationships are anyways difficult. For a relationship between two people, it may not be necessarily be a romantic relationship or relationship of husband wife, girlfriend boyfriend. It can be any relationship. Any relationship is difficult. Even father son, mother daughter, father daughter. All relationships are difficult, and Venus rules over all relationships. It is just that we think of Venus as a romantic relationship planet, but normally Venus rules over every possible relationship. Okay, somehow if you are friend with someone for a long time, then also I think it will be Venus somehow impacting your even your friendship, because it is again relating with other people, right? Relationship nothing is but relating with other people. So if you are interacting with other people anyhow, it is going to be ruled by Venus only. Okay, so in these circumstances, I feel that Venus is an important planet, and we all know that it is an important planet. And when it is going through such a difficult transit, that right now it is debilitated, then it will go into Libra, where it will be retrograded. Then it will be in Libra for 4 months. Then the next transit of Venus in Scorpio is again a troublesome transit. Okay, so from now onwards for 5 months, it will be troublesome time for relationship, and we can see it. We can see it happening in almost everyone's life who is in relationship. Okay, they are facing some problems. They are facing some challenges. As I said that because I daily interact with people on these matters of their married life and all these, I can see it happening, and uh, I feel somehow, okay, I feel somehow is that if we utilize this transits of Venus debilitation plus Venus retrograde on ourselves, rather than looking at our partner, looking at our spouse, if we try to look within ourselves, okay, then we can make it a good transit. I won't say a good transit, but a beneficial transit. Beneficial in terms of benefiting yourself. Look inside yourself and understand what is making you angry, what is making you frustrated. Okay, and if it is really a big thing or not. Let me explain it another way is that normally people say that I don't get angry, other person has made me angry. Okay, it is generic thing that everyone says that okay, other person has made me angry, I normally don't get angry. Understand one thing, that other person can only bring what is inside you. Okay, if there is a well, understand it with this example. If there is a well which is dry, which doesn't have a water inside it, no matter how many buckets you throw inside it, a bucket will only turn out to be empty, because there is no water inside the well, right? Likewise, if there is no anger inside you, then no matter how much person is acting in front of you, he will never be able to make you angry. If he could make you angry, that means anger is inside you. It just needed one trigger point. Okay, so rather than looking at other person, the spouse, partner, at their fault and their mistakes and why they are making angry, and why they are making you frustrated, what and why this all these problems are coming up, you utilize this time on looking at yourself. The moment you get angry, the moment you get frustrated, just look within yourself, that what is making you angry, why it is making you angry, and where it is making you angry. Maybe it is some past experiences of your life. Okay, and you are just throwing that experience on someone else, someone just very new in your life. Okay, someone, okay, just let me just clarify this by an example. Suppose someone has cheated you in relationship in your past, and now the new person is in your life, and somehow you are projecting that cheating in your past from your past experience on this new person. Okay, even if they are behaving normally, you feel that they are doing something wrong, right? So it is basically because you could not get rid of that experience. That experience has left a dent inside you, and that is making you thinking otherwise. Okay, so all I want to say is that most of our problems are created from within, are from our own self, from our own psyche. And if we can, we have to clear those things within ourselves only. No other person can help you. First of all, understand is that no other person can help you in this. If there is a problem inside you, if there is anger inside you, you have to get rid of that anger. If there is a frustration inside you, you need to get rid of that frustration. No other person can be blamed for that. Okay, first of all, understand this. Then you can only clear this backlog only by reflecting upon yourself as much as possible. Means looking inside you. The moment anyone makes you angry, just look inside you. What made you angry? How that person could make you angry? Okay, don't react. Okay, so there is a teaching of Osho. I heard long back is that normally whenever he used to tell people to take sannyas, people used to say, okay, we will think about it and we will let you know when we are ready for taking sannyas and all, when we are ready for meditation and all. And he responded by saying that you people never think when it is about expressing your anger. People never think about when being violent. Okay, when you are thinking of being violent, you never think twice. If there is anger inside you, you throw out that anger immediately. You don't even think about it. And now I'm just telling you to take meditation or get into sannyas. Then you need to think about it. So this is what is all about. That whenever it is about negative things in our life, we never think about it. But when it is about positive things, then we have all the excuses. Okay, we will think about it. We will discuss in the family. Then we will let you know of our decision. So this is the way we try to avoid the positivity from our life. And we again, when anyone makes you angry, you just throw it out at the same moment. You don't wait for anything else. Okay. I have done it in my life. I'm not an exception. So this is what we all do. Okay, it's not that I am away from it. So, but there is some awareness needed. We just need to find out where the problem is. And as I said, that most of the problems in relationship are based in our past experiences of relationship. When something went wrong and we could not get over it, and now with new person we are trying to reflect this, try to project the same experience. Okay, you must be the behaving in the same similar way. You must be doing it just like the other person did. Okay, so this is the thing that rather than projecting on anyone else, just reflect on yourself, and you will find it. And one more thing is that basically it is your own drawback, your own fall. Okay, understand? If I have some issues, if I have some issues of trust on some friend or some partner, or if I have a issue of uh, thinking that they may not be the honest one with me. So even if that relationship works out or not, it doesn't work out, that issue will remain inside. Even if that relationship breaks and that person goes away, but it didn't resolve the issue. That issue is still inside me. And after some time, I will have a new relationship. I will have same issue. So one day or the other, you have to resolve it. You have to look inside you, that what is going on. Okay, why you are getting into the same situation again and again. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say, is that Venus debilitation or Venus retrogression only brings out the past issues from your life, which you have dealt, which you have experience. I won't say dealt. It is just experience in past life, past experience of this life. But you haven't resolved it. Okay, and someday you have to resolve it. So this time period of Venus retrograde or Venus debilitation can be useful if you are reflecting within yourself. If you are trying to project on other person, then it is going to be troublesome. Okay, if you are just trying to find the faults in other person, then it is going to be troublesome transit. But if you are utilizing it into within yourself, in finding what is wrong within you, okay, then it can be a very good transit. It can make you improve on some things. Okay, so this is what I felt like talking about. I was thinking about this for last 10-15 days. Since Venus went into Virgo, this thought process was going on, and I realized that if we utilize this time in looking inside rather than looking at other person, then this transit can be utilized in a much better way. Because looking at other person will always disappoint you. One thing you need to understand, that no one can make anyone happy in this world. Okay, real happiness we need to find within ourselves. Okay. So now we come to the main topic of the day, that is nodal aspects, the aspects of Rahu and Ketu. So as we talked about all the aspects, this is the final one of Rahu and Ketu. I am taking both of them together because they are of the same nature. As we know that every planet has seventh aspect, plus some planets have special aspects. So Rahu and Ketu also has seventh aspect, but their seventh aspect we don't feel. I won't say that it won't work, but we don't feel it as working. Is that where Rahu aspect seventh from its place? That's where we have Ketu. When Ketu aspect seventh from its place, that's where we have Rahu. So Rahu and Ketu almost means work against each other when it comes to the seventh aspect. So again, I won't say that it is not working. It is working, but we are not feeling because of the opposite energy present in the seventh house from the alternate nodes. So and this is why I feel that it is not and it should not be considered. Seventh aspect should not be considered. So rest we are left with the two aspects of Rahu and Ketu, that is fifth and the ninth. Now why Rahu and Ketu has fifth and ninth aspect? It is because what I feel is that Rahu and Ketu are illusion. They are shadow planets, and then they are the one which causes confusion in our life. Okay, whenever someone is going through Rahu Mahadasha or Ketu Mahadasha, there can be some confusion. There can be some illusion in life. Okay, that illusion can get rid of only when the dasha is about to end. Okay, so wherever Rahu and Ketu sits, that's where they tend to spread the illusion. They tend to spread the confusion. Okay. Now every illusion and every confusion in your life can be only sorted out or dealt with only through education, through knowledge. Okay, illusion, knowledge. That's the thing. If you have illusion about something, get knowledge of that. If you have confusion of something, get knowledge of that. It is as simple as this. So illusion of anything can be dealt with only through knowledge of the same thing. That's why this is another thing, is that Rahu Mahadasha is always followed by Jupiter Mahadasha. Rahu creates all the illusions in life, and Jupiter brings all the knowledge of life. Okay, that is also the reason why Rahu Mahadasha is followed by Jupiter Mahadasha. So, and now the main point is that Jupiter's aspects are fifth and ninth. Okay, so fifth house is the house of education, and ninth house is house of higher education. That's why Rahu and Ketu have fifth and ninth aspect, so that we get the education related to these houses. Okay, Rahu is spreading illusion, but it is indicating about these two houses, towards these two houses. So suppose someone has Rahu in the first house, so he may have all the illusion about himself. Okay, his life path, what life path I need to follow, what I should be doing in my life. He can have all these illusions, but Rahu is aspecting fifth and ninth house from first house. So it is telling that more and more you educate yourself. The fifth and ninth house matters. The more and more you educate yourself in those matters, you will get rid of the illusion of Rahu in the first house. So wherever Rahu is sitting or wherever Ketu is sitting, it is spreading illusion in that house. But wherever they aspect, if we educate ourselves on the matters related with those two houses, fifth and ninth, then we will get rid of illusion of their placement in a particular house automatically. Okay, let's take by example, as I said, suppose Rahu is in the first house or Ketu is in the first house. It is the same thing with Rahu and Ketu. The person may have illusion about himself. With Ketu in the first house, it also creates a lack of self-worth. Means they may feel that they are not worthy enough in this life. Okay, they may even feel that they don't belong to this world. They may feel that, okay, I'm at wrong place within wrong people. Okay,